Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Okay, recently tropical storm Ian passed through Jamaica. The eye didn't come ashore, but we got the outer band, so we got a lot of rain. And the roads were damaged because of the rain. Now Jamaica doesn't have a very good drainage system, so you find that when it rains heavily, there's a lot of damage to the roads. Now, a preliminary estimate says that the Jamaican roads were damaged to the extent of $360 million. And that's just to get the roads in a state where you can drive on them. So clearing the debris and getting them into a state where you can drive on them. And this is island-wide. $360 million. Okay. Now, mostly it was the southern parishes that were affected, like St. Catherine, all the way back to Westmoreland, Kingston. I think St. Thomas was in it too, because the storm came on the south coast of the island, so you'd find mostly roads on the south coast. So the government has started to do their cleanup. Now the government has a system in place with the operators of heavy equipment. So they have a pre-existing arrangement where there is a rate set whenever there's a disaster. There is a set rate, so you don't have to go about negotiating the price and all of that. So that way the equipment can get on the road very easily and very quickly to get the work done. So that was activated and the roads were cleared. Only a few roads are still impassable, and a few roads had landslides. Some cases the retaining walls broke and the roads were blocked. So the majority of the roads are cleared and persons can use them now. I'm just giving you guys an update as to how much it's going to cost the government to clear all these roads, and also they need a better system to deal with all the water on the road. Jamaica has a very bad drainage system when it comes on to these roads. I'm not sure why, but I can give you an example. Marcus Garvey Drive was recently renovated under the Major Infrastructure Development Project, the MIDP. Millions of US dollars were spent to renovate the road. They paved over the road, they put in a concrete barricade, and they were also supposed to do some work on the drains. Now, Marcus Garvey Drive still floods. Whenever it rains, it still floods. Now, another project is on the way to fix the drains, and the problem is, it's not that they're not drains. The problem is the drains that are there are not big enough to handle the water on the road. Now this is a classic example. A road was recently renovated, millions of US dollars spent, and the drains that were put in were not adequate to deal with the water on the road. Now that is a typical example of what happens all over the Jamaican roads. Some roads, the drainage is non-existent. Some of them, the drainage is blocked because of garbage blocking up the drains. Sometimes even the gullies are blocked. So it's a very serious problem. And that is why these roads get damaged so much when it rains, because there is not proper drainage. Now, on the flip side, look at the highways. The Northern Coastal Highway, or Highway 2000, that runs from Kingston to Mandeville and Kingston to Ocho Rios. You don't have those roads being damaged by water. The Kingston to Mandeville leg, you don't see water on those roads, or it doesn't damage them. So they were built with proper drainage, etc. So I think there must be some standard or something must be put in place to sort out this drainage system, because now they're going to have to spend millions more on Marcus Garvey Drive just because of the drainage. And so many, almost every major road project includes work for drainage. The MIDP, the Major Infrastructure Development Project, there was road work done on drainage, but obviously it was not adequate. Then you have the Greater Infrastructure Development Project, which is about to start very soon, and they are going to renovate. It's a part 2 of the Major Infrastructure Development Project. It's just a continuation, and they have allocated funds for drainage not only in Kingston but in all the parishes right through the island. And that one, during that, or a part of that project is going to be to build bypasses in places like Lucy, Hopewell. So I'm just hoping that they get the drainage thing right, so that we can tackle this problem, because for the little rain that fell, $360 million just seems like a lot. But the roads do get damaged, but we won't get into the building of the roads in this video. But the roads were damaged, and they have to spend the government has to spend the money, because the roads, people need them to use. But the drainage system, or the drainage problem, has to be addressed properly. Has to be. Even recently, the intersection of Retirement Road and Halfway Tree Road, that intersection had to be closed for about 3 months, because again, the road was damaged because of poor drainage. The drainage that they had there, the pipes were not big enough. And what's ironic is that drainage pipe runs into a gully, yet it was not enough. It wasn't big enough for the water to run off. We're going to do a video in more detail on the drainage, and I'll show you where the drain from the road goes right into a gully behind the sidewalk. And they still had to close that intersection and spend millions of dollars to fix the drainage. Now, I haven't seen water cycle at that spot anymore. So, but that's just an example of how this drainage system needs to be addressed. Alright guys, I'm not sure if we had said it, but we're in the Halfway Tree area today. We are actually in the Clock Tower Plaza. Today is a Saturday, so I just wanted to look at this now. You see how people just park. This white car has just parked and blocked. This gray car, the gray car wants to come out, but he can't come out because this white car is blocking it. This is just an example of the level. And look at all the cars that are parked, blocking cars. This is just a level of the indiscipline that occurs every day on the roads. Every day. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day.